Hello everybody, in this tutorial I'm going to talk about blend constraints, and if you've done the previous tutorials it was two-bone IK constraints and lookat constraints, and we made this yellow arm in that tutorial. So if you look at this one, it's made up from two-bone IK constraints. You just animate this red thing here and everything follows along. Super nice and easy. In this one, we're going to add on and have a blend constraint. So as you see here, when the character goes into the green one here, it kind of blends to another position. And if we go into this one, it's actually blend over to the right side, and then it blends back. So what you can see here, it's actually blending between three positions. So it's blending from its original animation it has now, and then go fully to the left blend shape and animate that way. And then you see the system is set up so I can actually, even though the lerp function started, I can interact and make it swap to the other one straight away. So I'm going to show you first in the first tutorial the basics, how it works, and then in the other tutorials, the next ones, I'm going to show how I set up the scripts to make these things work. And of course, you can use the blend constraints to whatever, characters, or if you want to do an arm like this or whatever. So let's get started and do this. And so we have this one here. And let's see. I'm going to delete these ones because we're going to do it from scratch. And what you have from the previous scene or tutorial, or if you download it from the description, you have this root here, this one, right? And character, I'm just going to move it a little bit back. And then you have this bone structure here. So this is the arms, and then you have the pistons. And then you have the rig. So here is the rig, and it has these two-bone IK constraints. And we're not going to fiddle around with this one. So if you want to know this, you just check the previous ones. And we want, when it's animating, so when it's doing this kind of thing here, we want it to be able to lerp away from that animation interactively. So on this rig part that we made, and we're just going to do a blend constraint. And also, we're going to have these platforms. So I'm going to take this platform here. Actually, I'm just going to, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to have this one here. Yeah, it's not really important how it's positioned, actually. We just do it like this, and then we can have this one like this. Maybe we shouldn't go bananas with stuff, but yeah, I don't know. Like this, super cool. This is kind of how I had it. And now I'm going to put them outside. I'm going to have this platform going to be platform right. It's actually going to be source B right. And this one going to be source A left. And the reason I put the name source B and A is because on the rig and in this blend constraints, you see we have source A and B. So it's easier just to have the same name like this. And here, so these are the source A and B. And in the settings, here is, do we want it to be all the way to just be at the source A position? Or here, do we want it to be like 100% to the B position? Or do we want it to kind of be in the middle? Then it would kind of get the position in between and be here, and take the rotation and be something rotational in between. So now we want this red dot here to be the one that we're going to blend between these two. So in the rig, we have this rig target that we made in the previous tutorial that's animating all this. So then we just take this rig target move to the constraint object. And now if we play, and we have blend weight, when it's 0, it goes all the way to this animation. When we do 1, we expect it. You see the red part here, it is actually in the between of these two. And if I move it, you see, it's actually do what we ask it to, but the animation doesn't follow along. And the reason why it is like this, so you see here, you have 2-bone IK constraints and you have blend constraints. 2-bone IK constraints already done its work. So it kind of animated. And then after 2-bone IK constraints is done, we do the blend constraint. But then it's too late. So what we need to do, we need to put this blend constraint above 2-bone. So if we move it up, now first we do the blend constraint, so we move the rig target to its position, and then the 2-bone IK constraint do its work. So now if we play, now you see it works. So here is the animation, and here we have fully controlled by the blend constraint. So here we have the left side, and here we have the right side. And let's say we want to be in the middle and have the left or right rotation. And then maybe we want to be on the right side and we want to be like 50% to the animation it has from the start. We just do that. Or we want it to be between these two. So you're actually lerping between 3 things now. So of course you can have these two animated as well. So I'm just gonna add this. Let's see, I have just gonna add this one here. So we can also have these ones animating, and so of course now if we do like this, it's following along. And you don't, of course you can even, let's see, just turn off the meshes. So now it seems like it's really animating. So this is cool. So this is how you do it. And yeah. So this is kind of the basic. And in the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how I set up these triggers. So I'm just going to save this one here and show you this one here. Press play. So in the next one, I'm going to show you when I go in here. It kind of by script goes here. And it's actually following. Yeah, I missed it. It's too fast. Yeah, I think you get the point or the idea. So yeah, like Horizon, you know, all the cool machine factories, they have a lot of stuff like this. So thank you so much for watching and see you in the next tutorial.